And I call the member for Monash.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Treasurer, will you update the House on how the latest JobKeeper numbers and other key data showing Australia's economic comeback from the global recession is well underway? And is the Treasurer aware of any alternative approaches?
The Treasurer has the call.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Monash for his question, and know that he is very proud of his electorate and their resilience through the most challenging of times, Mr Speaker. And the people of Monash, around 60,000 taxpayers in Monash will get tax relief as a result of the policies we announced in this year's budget and have subsequently legislated through the parliament. And around 22,000 pensioners and others on income support in the electorate of Monash have got two $750 payments as a result of the policies of this side of the House. And around 5,000 businesses in Monash have been able to access the JobKeeper program. Now, Mr Speaker, the JobKeeper program has been a remarkable program. They're not my words, they're the words of the Governor of the Reserve Bank. They've helped keep that formal connection between employers and employees. And we heard recently from the RBA that JobKeeper helped save at least 700,000 jobs. And we've heard from Treasury that but for the JobKeeper program, the unemployment rate would be 5 points higher, Mr Speaker. Now, in September, 3.6 million Australians were on JobKeeper. 3.6 million Australians were on JobKeeper. Now, we have the most recent ATO data for the month of October, and that shows that in October there are 2 million fewer Australian workers on JobKeeper compared to September, and 450,000 fewer businesses on JobKeeper than in September, Mr Speaker. Now, that is a sign that Australia's economic recovery is well underway and momentum is building. And we've heard right across the country wonderful stories of how JobKeeper have kept that formal connection between employers and employees. Whether it's Flinders Aviation in Bass, Mr Speaker, whether it's Delhi Chi-Chi in the electorate of Curtin, Mr Speaker, or whether it's F45 Gym in the electorate of Ryan. There are stories right across the country of how JobKeeper has supported Australians stay in a job. And recently, I was in Western Sydney, Mr Speaker, in the electorate of Lindsay, where I met with a crane driver and others who had graduated from JobKeeper. And I was in the electorate of Sturt, meeting with a husband and wife team who run a cafe in that electorate of Sturt who have graduated from JobKeeper. And right across the country, we are seeing the graduation out of JobKeeper. And these numbers go together with the other positive economic data we have recently seen. 178,000 jobs created last month. The effective unemployment rate coming down from 9.3 to 7.4%. Consumer confidence up 11 out of the last 12 weeks, and Australia's AAA credit rating reaffirmed. Mr Speaker, the Morrison government is getting on with creating jobs across the country.